Let's explore the shape builder located in the toolbar. We are going to create vector shapes with this tool. Vector shapes are made up of lines and curves defined by mathematical objects called vectors, which describe an image according to its geometric characteristics. For the most part, the assets in my media bin so far that I imported are raster files, which are made up of pixels. The video file consists of a set number of pixels, so if I were to scale it up, it would begin to look jagged and lose detail. A common term for this is pixelated. Therefore, raster files are resolution dependent. Raster files have lots of subtle detail in each pixel, so they are ideal for images and videos. On the other hand, vector graphics are ideal for items such as logos and shapes that need to be scaled to different sizes because they are not resolution dependent. While they lack some of the subtle details of raster files, that is often not needed in logo design or shape animations. So let's begin. First, select the composition timeline window to activate the composition. Then, make a new shape layer. Go to Layer, New, Shape Layer to create a shape layer. Click on the Shape Builder, the rectangle icon, in the toolbar. If you click and hold down on the mouse, you can see all the shapes that you can create. I am going to select the ellipse or circle. Using the Shape Builder will produce what are known as parametric shapes. These are shapes that have fixed points and properties that can be animated easily. In the Composition Preview window, click and drag to draw a circle. For a perfect circle, that is, a circle with equal height and width dimensions, hold down Shift while you're drawing. Holding down Shift while drawing with the Shape Builder tool will create shapes with equal height and width dimensions. You can change the color of the fill, which is the area inside the shape, and the stroke, which is the outline of the shape, in the menu above the composition window next to the toolbar. This menu only appears when you have your shape selected. Click on the color box. The Adobe Color pop-up window will appear where you can select a color several ways. You can do it with the eyedropper tool if the desired color already exists on your screen, by HSB or RGB profile, numerically, or visually. Click OK. I'm going to do the same thing for the stroke, selecting a contrasting color. By clicking on the blue fill and stroke text, you can turn the fill or stroke on or off by selecting the box with a strike through, selecting a solid color, select a gradient type, select the blending mode, or adjust the opacity. The same options are there if you click on the stroke blue text. You can change the width of your stroke by clicking on the blue numbers next to the stroke. This number indicates how many pixels wide your stroke is. The Layer panel has lots of menus. In the Shape menu, a parametric shape like the circle has set values for size and position, which makes animation easy. But a parametric shape does not allow you to select individual vertices and modify them. You can only change the height and width of the whole shape by squashing and stretching it. The shape has menus for stroke and fill, with lots of properties that can be animated. The shape has its own transform menu, properties which can be animated that only affect that shape. You can have multiple shapes on a single layer. I'm going to draw another circle on this layer to show you. Both shapes now appear in the layer menu, each with their own transform menu. I can scale up the second circle on its own. Or I can scale up all the shapes on the layer by scaling up the Layer Transform menu. For now, I'm going to keep things simple and only have one shape on this shape layer.